from a different guy. Like I said before, you know, I'm the one that can see John Cena.
Oh, and that's what would happen in the ring.
Oh my.
I can't believe it. We have actually made it to this point. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rock's Pirates flashback. This is the God Valley incident, where we get to see Prime Garp, Roger, Prime Whitebeard, Rox himself, with the rest of his crew. We also get to see Kaido when he was younger, Big Mom when she was younger. And to top it all off, Ivankov is also here. And all of this will be in Kuma's memory. That's crazy. That's insane. Am I jumping the gun? I god dang better not be. We better see this. We're at God Valley. This is the place. We need to see everything. Why the world government decided to erase this in the first place. What Rox's power was and how tough of an opponent he was. I want to see the team up with Prime Garp and Roger. These are the things that we got to see. Just, oh Lord, this is too good to be true. But it's here. We'll probably also get a chance to see Big Mom help Kaido and give him his devil fruit. It's so many things that have been talked about that we in this flashback should be able to encounter. And to add to the fact that Kuma and Ivankov are here, and also this one character named Jenny, we're gonna talk about her later on, definitely. But this character named Jenny is also here. It lets me believe, okay, we're definitely going to see Dragon as well because these are his subordinates. So we get to see, okay, how Kuma met Dragon, how it came to be. At this point in time, 38 years in the past, Dragon should be 17 years old. Now, a lot of people have been assuming that this one character named Jenny may be Luffy's mom. I don't think this is Luffy's mom. I actually think this is Bonnie's mom. It's probably Bonnie's mom. Just something that I personally think. It would be interesting to see Luffy's mom, actually, especially considering that this character is sitting here eating meat and is all like happy and stuff. Kind of makes sense for a Luffy-esque like character, right? But at the same time, Bonnie also does eat food too. Yeah, I know it's specifically meat, but I'm pretty sure Bonnie likes meat too. Let's be real here. And look, Kuma's gotta impregnate somebody, right? So yeah, exactly. But then again, when you also think about it, Jenny also introduces Ivankov as her older brother, correct? So if Jenny was Luffy's mom, wouldn't Ivankov had said something a long time ago back in Impel Down? That's why I think, yeah, Jenny, probably not Luffy's mom, probably Bonnie's. Which makes sense. Like imagine Ivankov going, oh, I'm your uncle / aunt, depending on when I decide to change genders. But yeah, you're my nephew. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, Ivankov didn't do that. And I think it would be appropriate to say, yeah, we're like blood family. But you know One Piece, usually the people that say they're blood relatives aren't usually their blood relatives. But we're actually here. And I'm happy. And you know what? If done right, this could be one of my favorite flashbacks, if not my most favorite. My favorite flashback was the Odin flashback. I actually enjoyed Odin, but if this is done very well, this could definitely surpass it. Definitely. Oda just needs to show us just about everything. Right, Oda? You're not gonna cut corners, right? All right, yeah, exactly. But Kuma's flashback so far is actually extremely messed up. This is probably the most messed up flashback I've seen in an extraordinarily long time. I mean, the way his dad died was just straight up brutal. Telling him a fun story about the sun god Nika, and then a celestial dragon just walks in and shoots him dead. And it's like, hey, you're making too much noise. That was awful. They treated them less than dogs. And then these jokers went over to God Valley to specifically use those people as game. They hunted citizens for sport. And God Valley is not affiliated with the world government either. So at that point, they were like, oh, we could just do whatever we want to them because they're not affiliated with us. So we'll just kill for like no reason, really. They called it a cleansing in the translation that I read. This is such a hype moment, man. I'm sorry. I love it when Oda does a flashback because it feels like he lets the chains go. It feels like, okay, nobody has plot armor, really. If it like, we'll just kill this person and kill that person, so you'd be afraid as to what would happen to said character. it's like there's actual stakes in like a flashback in One Piece. Oh my god. I freaking love these kinds of flashback. This flashback, I'm hoping goes longer than for just like 5 chapters or so, or less. I hope it goes longer than this because this will be fun. I want to take my time with this. I want to get to know the characters. I want to get to care for the characters. I don't just want to rush. I really want to understand. I want to be able to live, to experience the God Valley incident, and more than likely more, because, you know, of course, Kuma did a whole lot more than just lived at, or just, he didn't even live at God Valley. He's just here because he's a slave. But he did a whole lot more, and I want to see how this plays out. Also, Shanks' dad is here, Saint Garling, which, okay, we don't know if it's Shanks' dad, but I'm just gonna say it's Shanks' dad, because I mean, he's definitely a relative. He's 10 billion% a relative of some kind. I'm just gonna say Daddy Shanks. So anyways, he's here, and he kills the king on a whim. He just kills the king, just slices him in one go. And these guys are awful people, man. They're some awful people. This is gonna be a sad, suffocating flashback. It really is. I'm saying this is gonna be a sad flashback, probably along the lines of Robin, along the lines of Law, Brooke, stuff like that. Because this is wild stuff here. This would actually explain why Dragon knows about the God's Knights. Considering that Garling was one of the God's Knights, right? One of the Holy Knights. Maybe Dragon met one of them on this God Valley mission. Because at this point in time, Dragon's definitely a Marine at this point. I don't think he started the Revolutionary Army yet, so he was probably alongside his dad Garb, helping out with the God Valley incident, and, well, he was playing a part of some kind. And he was able to experience what went down here, and this is probably where things changed. This is where he probably met Ivankov and Kuma and Jenny. Jenny's probably dead, but yeah, all these characters, and we get to probably see what changed Dragon. We might even get to see what Dragon was made of at this age, you know? So this will be some cool stuff. This will be some really cool stuff. Heck, people have even theorized a while ago that the scar that aches whenever Whitebeard looks at Shanks, that scar came from Garling, which is incredibly likely, and we might get to see it. I'm just going crazy just thinking about the possibilities. Oh, I'm just going wild thinking about how crazy this can be. In all honesty, though, if this flashback hits as hard as I am hoping it does, Egghead is like a top 3 arc. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is gonna be one of the best ones. I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be so happy because this can change and shape a lot of One Piece and actually answer a lot of meaningful questions that we have and show a lot of awesome things. It just, you know, Oda just has to kind of deliver it. You know what I'm saying? You know how he be sometimes. He'd be like, oh, I just want to skip this scene. Don't really feel like doing this fight scene. You know, he does that a lot. If he could just like not do that this time and just show us, just suck it up and just show us, that would be glory beyond glory. Just do it, Goda. Just do it, Mr. Goda. Moving on to present day. Apparently Saturn is able to hurt people without really touching them. So it must be something along the lines of his gaze. Just him looking at people is able to do as much damage as it's doing. So that's probably the power of his Devil Fruit. We get a little sense that his Devil Fruit has the ability to do a lot of weird things here. First of all, he can heal. That's number one. He healed from the wound that Bonnie stabbed him with. He said, hey, I wanted to get stabbed, okay? So I can do stuff to you. He also no-diffs Sanji, which we all saw coming. We knew that was gonna happen. Granted, he didn't knock out Sanji. It wasn't as bad as, say, like Kid fighting Shanks. So, as long as it's not around that level, Sanji fans, I think you're good. But we all kind of saw this coming because we were like, oh, Oda's gonna use Sanji as a way to scale somebody's power. And here goes Saturn slapping people with air, apparently. But he also has this weird force about him that holds people down. And they're not able to get up. Sanji, Vegapunk, Frankie, and Atlas, they're not able to actually get up. Which is so weird. It's just different of a power. And they said, okay, if it's not the power of science, then it's gotta be a Devil Fruit. So either the story's telling us that this is a Devil Fruit, or these guys got something else going on. I've been seeing some people theorize that these guys are actual devils, actual demons, and they're not by any type of Devil Fruit whatsoever, which that is a possibility. I'm going to err the side of caution and say it's really just probably a devil fruit. That's what I'm going to do for now. But hey, I'm happy because I got my new agenda. Girls say over Yonko. We running with this one, baby. We running with this one. I mean, who knows? There may just be a few girls say that might be, say, like weaker than Kaido or such, but I just like the idea of the girls say being stronger than these guys, because like, okay, this is the next threat, this is the new threat, they're right underneath like Emu, right? So I like that idea a whole lot more than just, oh, these guys are just the same level as Kaido or weaker, and that would be wildly disappointing. I would be very, 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 very sad. But that's something for us to find out at a later time. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Come and join the Vagabond's journey. And hey, you know what? Tell me what you guys think about this chapter. What do you think about this flashback that's coming up? What do you think about Saturn's abilities, powers? Do you think he's Yonko level? Do you think he's above Yonko level? Do you think he's like Admiral or First Commander level? Good grief. I did that poll and there are actually people that clicked on First Commander level and below. Holy Moses. Oh my Lord. I have one thing to say to you people, and that's subscribe. Anyways, guys, I thank y'all for watching, and with all that being said, Vagabond gone.